Hi, Peter and Philip. Guys, thanks for joining our webinar. And I'm excited to see where we are busy taking the whole Seed to Wealth training. And why don't we start with maybe just a quick introduction of each of you? And Peter, let's finish with you. So myself, I'm a partner of Peter, and we've started Seed to Wealth in 2016. With the main aim to say there's so much good in the forex trading industry, but unfortunately, the image has been damaged by a lot of charlatans who don't tell people the truth and create wrong expectations. And for the last 2 years, we've had a good track record of helping people to do it correctly. So that's my introduction, and I will also just play Master of Ceremonies for this webinar. And Philip, just tell us your experience in this market so far, and I know you're quite an expert on the crypto side.
Thanks, Jasper. I appreciate that. Myself, I'm basically in the media industry, and I've been following the forex trading market for some time. So I'm in it for getting some value out of it myself. But also helping to market websites and stuff like that, being in foreign and cryptocurrencies, learning how the blockchain works. So from myself, I want to learn from this as much as everybody on the webinar. So yeah, that's me.
Thanks. And then Peter, you can do a quick introduction about yourself and basically how, your background and how did it happen that you decided that the next phase of your career will be in forex training, and I know you're also trading yourself. And then from there, just take us into the presentation as to why you think people need to become part of this market. So over to you.
Thank you, Jasper. Good evening to you and good evening to Philip. I'm very much honored by your presence tonight. I've been in the corporate life for about 40 years, and when I saw retirement coming, I had to look around to find something meaningful to keep myself busy with. And after exploring a couple of options, I ventured into forex trading. I qualified as a trader, doing my practicals under a mentorship. But I've been part-time trading for the last 7 years approximately. And in 2016, I took early retirement, tired of corporate life, and I ventured full-time into forex trading. I am a teacher at heart, and my first love is teaching. I'm very excited about the forex market. Forex has proved itself to be a very reliable and be able to provide a stable income to persons without another income. So without much ado, I would like to present tonight an introduction into Forex and just give a very high-level briefing as to what Forex trading is all about. So if you guys are ready, I would like to start with my presentation.
Yes, go.
Right. Now, the purpose of tonight's presentation is just to provide an overview on the nature of the Forex market. Jasper, like you mentioned, there are a lot of misperceptions and negative perceptions of the Forex market. Now, this is a high-level presentation. I can't go into detail, seeing the time limit that we do have. But I would like just to point out what Forex is all about and possibly just touch on the possibility of opening your own Forex business. So it's a high-level presentation. And we start off with what is Forex in itself? Well, Forex is the biggest global financial market. There's nothing like that. No other market compares to that, not even the New York Stock Exchange. The turnover daily is between $4 and $6 trillion daily. Now that's an estimated turnover, because it's impossible to actually pinpoint how much the volume of trading in a particular day is, but it's large. I think you will agree to that. The Forex market is a derivative market. It is derived from the prices of the commodities that are being traded. And being a derivative market, it means that there are no ownership of goods. You only trade on the price of the commodity, not on the commodity itself. And the truth about the Forex market, the attributes thereof, the Forex market is open 24 hours, 5 days a week, from approximately Sunday evening, 11 o'clock, to approximately Friday evening, 11 o'clock. That's when it opens. It's the New Zealand market that opens first, and when it closes, it's the US market that closes last. There are no surprises for you over the weekend, as no trading is taking part. The Forex market is a decentralized market with no governmental control. And that is a very, very important point to take to heart. No government, no institution, no bank, nobody owns the Forex market. It's totally decentralized in every which way. The Forex market makes use of geared or leveraged products. That translates back to you have to deposit a small amount of money to trade at larger amounts. So you're actually receiving, in real terms, credit to trade, and which make it very, very attractive to make high profits from. Not that profits are guaranteed, please, by no means. The market is highly volatile. I think if you look at what happened today with the poor Brits and the Brexit issue, the pound was bouncing up and down, up and down. A lot of people make a lot of money, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. The volatility is very high. The Forex market is also the most liquid market globally. There is enough money within the Forex market itself to prove itself and never to go bankrupt, which is very important. Your profits are being made in both the rising and the declining markets. So if the prices rise, you can make money. If the prices go down, if they declines, you can make money. The transactions are executed extremely fast. Within fractions of a second, you get the transaction up on your screen, and you know where your transaction is going. It's a very transparent market. Nothing is hid from anybody. There are no hidden agendas whatsoever. Moving on, we go to the attributes of a Forex business. The Forex business is one of the most, if not the most, low-cost setup business to start. You can start with as little as R1,000 deposit, and in some cases, even lower than that. Some brokers take up to R500 for a deposit. That's all the money that you require. You need a laptop, a stable internet connection, and some patience. Luckily, if you start a Forex business, you don't have to register with the authorities. You don't have to get a business license. You just register online and your business are up and running. Your transaction costs are very low, and and below, you don't have any customer invoicing. Nobody owes you money. And you don't need to pay any suppliers. So you only do your transactions. And very, very important, your profits are available immediately. And transaction records are created automatically. So your bookkeeping is very minimal to actually run a Forex business. Moving on again, we ask ourselves, what are Forex transactions? And the essence of forex transactions is simple. It is the simultaneous buying and selling of a currency pair. Now, currency pairs are classified as either major, minor, or exotic. And as a trader, you are allowed to trade any currency pair that take to your fancy. Currently, there are approximately 150 different currency pairs available to trade. The major currency pairs in the world, there are only 4 of them. It is, first of all, the Euro US dollar, the Pound US dollar, the US dollar Japanese yen, and the US dollar Swiss franc. They are the major currency pairs. And the reason for that is those are the currency pairs that has the highest volume of trading and the lowest cost because of the volumes being so high. Secondly, we get the minor currency pairs. And just some examples thereof are the Euro British Pound, the Euro Australian Dollar, the Pound Japanese Yen, and the New Zealand Dollar Japanese Yen. They are minor currency pairs because their trading volumes are lower and the trade transaction costs are slightly higher than the major currency pairs. Lastly, we get the exotic currency pairs. And examples thereof are the Euro Turkish Lira, the US dollar Swedish Krona, the USD South African Rand, which we all know, I suppose, and the US dollar Norwegian Krona. They are exotic because of very low trading volumes and very high transaction costs. And a very good example of high transaction cost, if you look at the US dollar South African Rand, for $1 you pay approximately 15 Rand, which is very high. If you consider that for the pound dollar, for one pound you would pay about 1.14 US dollars. But the South African Rand and the dollar are not the highest spread currency pairs. The US dollar Norwegian Krona has a difference of about 60. So that is a very exotic currency pair to trade. So what are foreign transactions? What do they consist of? Your profits are made on the forecast of the price movement. That is the sole purpose of Forex transactions. You have to predict in which direction the price will move. The price can move 3 ways: up, down, or sideways. Now, sideways is not exactly sideways. It's just very small movements up or down. But the major movements are up or down. And to explain this, let us look at an example. If we take the Euro US dollar, the price is 1.14350, which means if you are a citizen of the European Union and you want to buy dollars, you will pay 1.1435 for such a transaction. Now, price prediction. If you predict the price to go up to 1.14420, in that case, you will buy the euros and sell the dollars. Remember, we said it is the simultaneous buying of and selling of currencies. Similarly, if you predict the price to go down, to decline from 1.14350 to 1.14290, you would do the opposite. You would sell the euros, and buy the dollars. The transaction, however, is completed with a single click. There's not a multitude of clicks that you have to perform on the screen. One click, buying or selling, and you have your transaction going, and you have forecasted which direction the price will move. If you are correct, if you predict it up or down to be correct, you will make money. However, if you're incorrect, you will lose money. And that will happen, unfortunately. Now, Forex is a business. It's like a trade. And you need to have tools to do your trading with. And the tools that are available for Forex trading are the following. You've got your analysis tools. And analysis tools are divided into two groups. First of all, we have the functional analysis. Those would be the global news, the economic calendars, and like I mentioned earlier today, the Brexit horrors that took place today. Secondly, we have technical analysis. Those are automated technical indicators like moving averages. And you've got Forex calculators, which you can do online calculations, and foreign currency correlation tools, which will tell you these currencies are moving up and these currencies are moving down. So you don't have to guess. You need training to use the analysis tools and to make your predictions accordingly. Then we've got the trading platform. The most common trading platform is the MT4 trading platform, and it doesn't cost anything to download it. To trade on it, well, that's a different matter. You have to pay money for that. Then you also need a reliable Forex broker. A reliable Forex broker is very, very important. One, there are many scamsters in this business, like any financial business. There are scamsters. But also a reliable broker will help you whenever you need help. It can't give you financial advice, but it can tell you what technical indicators to use, what signals to look out for. If you are a Forex trader, you need some common attributes to make you a very good trader. And some of the common attributes are the following. First of all, you become a lifelong student. You never stop learning. This is a challenging game. Your mentality is challenged all the way. You must study your whole life long. And it's very, very profitable for you. Secondly, you need to be disciplined and you need to follow a trading plan. You also have to have a very positive mindset. And from that, if you do make mistakes, and we all make mistakes, you have to be able to learn from that. But also, you must remain humble. In the days that you make large profits, know for sure there will come times when you make losses, and therefore remain humble. You must be able to control emotions such as fear and greed. We all suffer from that. And lastly, you must have the willingness to have fun. Because without fun, it's not fun to trade Forex. Then I would like to talk about the markets that C2 Wealth have identified or segmented for the aim of training. And the first one is the physically disabled persons. We would like to reach out to the marketplace and find people that are physically disabled, but with functional brains that can do a lot of trading. And we want to teach them. The second group we have identified are the students, and they are subdivided into two groups. First of all, the graduates. We have a lot of sympathy with the graduates coming from the universities nowadays. They have a lot of studying debt. They don't find jobs. They are despondent. They don't know what they're going to do. And then we have the school leavers, the matriculants of this year, those people that need to enter the labor market. The economy, despite what everyone is saying, is shrinking. It's not expanding. And there are not a lot of jobs available. And to be trained as a Forex trader can make up for a lot of corporate careers. Then we have also the retrenched and the jobless persons. We don't care why you are jobless. we don't want to know the background to that. We just know that you are jobless. You have a family to feed. You need a job. Consider becoming a Forex trader. The last market segment that we have identified are the retirees. Those people that went on pension, that's got a lot of time, not a lot of family anymore, but they've got a lot of time and a lot of energy still left in them. For them, we can create a new career, a new life as a Forex trader. Second last part, we would like to explore the difference between classroom training and self-study. On the self-study opportunities, you have the internet and you have YouTube. There are a lot, really a big amount of training information available there. And mostly it is cheap and it's costing you nothing except the internet connection. And you can also download free courses to study. But in self-study, there are some pitfalls. First of all, there's a lack of structure. Forex trading is a minefield, and you have to look out for so many nuances. You have to look out for so many factors influencing the price of currency pairs. And if you don't do it in a structural way, you will never get it done. It is a tedious and time-consuming job to do self-study to become a Forex trader. And there are hidden nuances that somebody needs to explain to you. There's not enough room in a self-study course or a video to explain everything. On the other hand, we have classroom-based training, which has its own issues. First of all, price considerations. Yes, it is more expensive than a self-study course. But is it really less expensive? If you take the time that you waste doing self-study versus a practical training course, 2 days and you're finished and you're up and running and you can start trading. So price consideration is one to look out for. And secondly, there are the attendance issues. Not everybody can attend during the day, and some people live far. So classroom-based trading has attendance issues. And some of the pitfalls, nothing is without pitfalls. Like I said, there are a lot of scamsters, and some people train just a specific strategy. They're not trying to equip the novice with a new skill, a totally new skill. So watch out for that. Now, Jasper and Philip, thereabout you have my introduction into what Forex trading is all about. I know that there might be a lot of questions, and I'm ready to answer any if it is possible. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. I think this was very practical and concise and down to the point, and maybe just when you discuss your target market, I think it doesn't exclude people who are currently employed or have a business, but considering a second or third income stream, which I know is the case for some of us.
Yes, Jasper, thank you very much for raising that point. I'm busy setting up a new schedule starting in January 2019, in which we are going to present once a month an evening class, running from Monday to Thursday, from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock at night. For 4 evenings in a week, that will give you 16 hours of training, and then you can attend it afterward.
All right, so that's great. So you are covering all the bases there. And I think then, obviously, this seminar for tonight was really just intended to be a quick helicopter vision of the industry and the possibilities. And from personal experience of someone who knew nothing of trading when I met you 2 years ago, and how it has progressed for myself, I can say that if it wasn't for this support environment that I found myself in, I would probably never have even started the process. And today I just love it. It's definitely one of my main income streams. And what I also want to then recommend you is for the blog that you are writing and all the interesting articles that I've seen is starting to appear there. Yeah, and Philip, I want to thank you for also doing that, the background, all our social media and making sure that we are visible. So for people who are listening to this video, I can assure you, you've got a strong team behind you, and we really take pride in the fact that we want to almost disrupt the industry in a positive way to show that it is a good industry, it can help people, and it's not an overnight get-rich-quick scheme, but for people who are serious and they do what you suggested there, Peter, this can become definitely one of the income streams that is not limited to our local economy. And then in closing, Philip, if you want to maybe add something.
Yeah, I just want to also mention the Facebook page. You know, just look for C2 Wealth on Facebook. Also, c2wealth.co.za. That's where we, Peter, you know, we add all the courses, the upcoming courses. And then if you on Quick, if you know, for the upcoming courses, so you can book from anywhere, from Facebook, from the website itself, or from Quicket. There's also a referral fee for people that actually refers on from Quicket, and that will be, I think it's 350 or 300 Rand. But when you refer the person, just get in contact with Peter or Jasper, and they will get you that founder's fee for that person. So yeah, Peter, this was very enlightening to me. Not being in the Forex market, I've never played in the Forex market, so I'm sure this will be a thing for me to also do some discovering on. So thanks very much. Thanks very much, Jasper.
Thank you.
Peter, and if, before you then just close, if you can also just mention, you know, the recommendation of a person starting a free account, and once they attend our course, you know, what is that live account that we'll give them?
Yes, thank you, Jasper. That is part of the package that we present, and we are not aware of any other training instances doing the same, well, call it referral gift for attending a training course. What will happen is, at the end of the training course, we will give you 10 working days to trade on a demo account, a virtual money account, where you can't lose your money, it's just virtual money. But then we will open a live funded account for you. We will fund it with 1,000 Rand. And you can start trading on a live account. So we set up everything for you. And after 10 working days on a demo account, you've got a live account and you can trade to your heart's delight. And whatever money you make from that, it is yours. You can keep it. There's no time limit on that. And you can grow it as large as you want to. And you can take out the money whenever you want to.
Yeah, so thanks. I think the next step is anyone watching this webinar to determine for themselves whether they want to take it further or not. The best way is do it. Get your feet wet. The worst that can happen is after a course you realize it's not for you, and then you don't have to worry about it any further. But what if you find that this could be that one extra income stream that you've been looking for all your life, and then away you are, part of the big economy. So from my side, and thank you, Peter and Philip, this then brings us to the end of the webinar, and we hope to see you soon at one of our courses.
Thank you very much, Jasper. Thank you very much, Philip.
Thank you very much.